Okay, welcome to the next phase. Next phase is going to be the roof. I know I said I was going to be doing the walls, but after doing some analysis, I decided on the diagonals here at the top, so from this side over to the far side over there, we're a ½ inch off. So on one diagonal we're 20 feet and a ½ inch, and on the other diagonal we're 19 feet 11 and a ½ inch. Well, when I put it into the computer, that was less than 1/4 of a degree off of being square. So we decided that, considering our capabilities, our experience, and yada yada yada, we couldn't get any more square even if we tried. So we're going to be doing the roof next. And so during the week, what I did is, if you see it right there, I put in some 1/2 inch by 3 1/2 inch lag screws. So they go from the 2x6 here into the 2x4. And so I have 2 of those at every single post, and on the corner posts here I have 2 on each side. So there's a total of 34 of these. So what I would do is I would take a break from working, come out here, do 4 screws at a time, and just slowly did it during the week. I also took, this is roofing tar to repair a flat roof, which most people don't have in residential, but this is roofing tar. Where the post is going to degrade the most is going to be at grade level. If it's below ground, it'll be fine. If it's above ground, it'll be fine. It's just at grade level is where it's going to deteriorate the fastest. So we had some contractor buddies tell us, if you put roofing tar at grade level like this, it should help decrease the degradation of the 2x4s. So I also did that during the week, and also got it all over my hands and all that, which was real fun. But that's what we're going to start. As you can see, today is a really crappy day. I was supposed to be cutting wood yesterday, but for the first time since Hurricane Ian, it's actually rained. So it's in between raining and misting out here. So we're just going to see how far we can get today. Okay, yesterday was almost a complete bust because it kept raining off and on. The only thing we were able to do yesterday was cut all the stuff that I wanted to get cut to start the upper part. So this is the next day, and we have built the knee wall for the front part of the roof. We decided to build it up here because all we have to do is just tip it up and put it into place. Where if we built it on the ground, it would have been infinitely easier to do. But this thing weighs about 200 pounds, and the wood is wet, so it probably weighs more than that right now, this entire knee wall put together. So Andrea and I didn't think we would be able to deadlift that thing up 9 feet and then set it into place, so we just built it up here. So the other thing we've been doing is we've been filling the holes in so we can quit stepping on mounds of dirt. So Andre's been doing that while I've been finishing the knee wall. And then next up is we're going to put in the rafter ties. So a set of rafter ties is going here on top of this knee wall. I'm going to do it before we put the knee wall up, and then the other part is going here. So in an ideal world, I'm going to be doing the one on the knee wall, and Andrea is going to be doing the nailing on the one here. So that's where we are right now. All right, the rafter hangers are up. These things were a pain in the butt So I had to nail all those upside down like that, which was a whole lot of not fun. Then on the back side, Andrea was nailing these here. So they're all up, they're all in their right spots. So next up is to get that thing up and up and plumb. So we're gonna get it up. Then once we get it up, we'll put a couple of nailers on it to stabilize it, and then we'll start hanging rafters. Oh. What are you doing?
What did you do? What's going on?
Alright, what we did is we set the knee wall up. As you can see, we put kickers on both sides. So there's a single screw on either end of the kicker. We then took the level. Andre went up on the ladder, took the level. Before I put the screw in on the bottom, we made sure it was level going this way on both sides. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting screws in at the base, and so I'm putting 3 screws in between each spacing, one near the stud and one in the center on each spacing. And while Andrea was getting something, I took the level this direction, and it's also level this direction too. Okay, we got the knee wall up and secure. It is level in all directions. I got the middle rafter in to help brace it from the center. Believe it or not, the measurements from the computer line up just about perfectly with the measurements out here. So either me and the computer are wrong and we're wrong out here, or we're both semi-correct. So I think we're gonna call it for today. It's getting too buggy and it's getting late in the afternoon, but this is going to be my weekday project. So I'm going to come here and put rafters up during the week, and I was able to put this rafter up by myself. So all I did is I stood it up, got it to the top over there, and then just swung it over to here, and then got it up, and then got up on the rafter or on the ladder and did it that way. So if I can do it to this one, I can do it to all of them. So this is this week's project done, even though we had rain all day yesterday, which kind of screwed everything up. Okay, the rafters are done, and now we can come in and we can see what the actual volume of this space is going to be. So on the back side down here, it's going to be about 9 feet to the bottom of the rafters, and on the high side here it's going to be about 12 feet. So this is a single slope or shed roof design. Next up is I'm going to remove the 2 kickers that I initially needed up there, which I don't need anymore, and I'm going to put in the knee walls on the sides here. These knee walls here are not structural. The only reason to have them is just something that I can screw the sheathing on. So that is the next step. Okay, the side walls are done. So this is the side that's going to be closest to the house. So there's a base plate up at the top. Then you just have the studs up there. The studs are all toe-nailed in place because they're not really structural. They're only there to support the sheathing. Then here's the other side. The other side is different because I needed a little bit of gap because that last rafter is sitting right where a sheathing piece is going to end. So I wanted to have the rafter sit where the sheathing ends so it can get screwed down properly. Then here's the wood pieces themselves. So they're sitting this way, so now there will be flush, and so the siding on this side will be vertical. So this is the end of the framing. Next up, we're going to put the subfascia, fascia, and the rest of the roof on, but I'm going to do that in a different video.